All right, Black Power is the General Suten Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. Y'all know what it is. KingSeti.com online marketplace, official General Suten Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, hoodies. Got your African jewelry and your Kemetic jewelry. Fly African and Kemetic jewelry, I might add. Get on over there and check me out, KingSeti.com online marketplace, and be amazed. To the family out there, General Seti, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, stacking up almost 700 lectures, behind the scene interviews, radio interviews, everything. General Suten Seti that you never seen, the classic Seti, young Seti, you understand, the advanced General King God Seti, all the Seti young Pharaoh. Check me out, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. And for my family, need to get on over there to my Patreon. You see what I'm saying? Patreon, General Seten Seti. Exclusive live streams. Got some hot shit coming up this month. You know what I'm saying? The making of a nigga. You understand? You won't see that on YouTube. That's gonna be on my Patreon. I have to take it up off of here because I'm gonna be hitting too hard for YouTube. Gonna be hitting too hard for a lot of you niggas. You understand? Who been hiding their face to the reality of this. You know, the elephant in the room that nobody wants to deal with. And that's what that's where I'm at right now. The elephant in the room nobody wants to deal with. We will be dealing with it tonight. You see what I'm saying? So family, get on over there to my Patreon, General Seten Seti. Today, to this evening, we're going to be dealing with, one of the great atrocities. Let me get it on up here. One of the great atrocities of our genocide in America. You feel me? That, this is the elephant in the room. That's what I'm talking about. Black babies, African babies, used as gator bait. Gator bait. In the swamps of Louisiana and Florida, okay? And, as shocking as it is, you understand what I'm saying? It just adds on to all, some of the things that we already know. Some of us don't even know that. As we look at the lynchings and the hangings and the burnings of African people all over this country, and then, look at the atrocities that have been done to African people all over the world. This is the elephant in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that, just by, niggas reading and niggas, trying to build an economy in the belly of the beast, that somehow that's going to deter this savage, this unrelenting savage from committing these atrocities. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, General Seten Seti, BPC, Black Power Cartel, raising hell for African liberation. Say that again, Black Power Cartel, raising hell for African liberation. We go where no motherfucker gonna go. Been doing it. We go where no motherfucker gonna go. We gonna say all the shit that nobody wants to say. Motherfucker get to shaking in their boots. We go where it's and deal with it. And ask a motherfucker in his heart, nigga, how do you think we could deal with this? You understand what I'm saying? When you got, you got these type of atrocities being committed on your people. And so, I first learned of this maybe, 15, 20 years ago when we talk about the Gator Bait. I just happen to be, I do my research on YouTube, and I happen to run across a brother who happened to be, he had it up there. He had done some research. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying that he was going all over, especially in the South. But I think he was he was in Florida. And matter of fact, I heard him say it that, he went into a shop, a little rinky-dink shop where they sell all type of little crazy little trinkets and shit, a souvenir shop. And, he just kept seeing these little trinkets and shit with African babies and men and shit hanging out the mouth of a gator. And so he just questioned the white boy about it. And the white boy really didn't want to talk to him. He was trying to buy some things up out of there. And, the white boy really didn't want it because he knew what was attached to it. You understand what I'm saying? He knew what was attached to it. He knew his father and his grandfather had were actually, using black babies, as, bait, to bait in these alligators, these large alligators. And the crazy shit about it, as I, because I study tremendously. You understand what I'm saying? Tremendously. And I done seen shit, just in passing, just studying and looking at so much shit that I had to rewind my mental computer back. And I say, damn, well, I seen, on a Valentine card where they had the little babies and then they had the hippopotamuses and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, the Africa, them crazy, genocidal maniacs in Africa was even using the babies for other animals, such as hippopotamuses and probably other large game. You see what I'm saying? And so they done brought that shit on over here. You know what I'm saying? And so, I had to rewind just to see that this shit was going on all over the goddamn planet. The horrors. You know what I'm saying? That our people have sustained. And so, when people, look at today, why, our peoples is in such a fear, but a fear they must overcome. You understand what I'm saying? A fear that they must overcome. See why our peoples was in such a fear to deal with this motherfucker, because the unrelenting, unabated, genocidal horrors that was committed on our people, and without seeming no way to, free themselves and to stop it. They succumb many instances to this shit only to continue to have it happen again and again and again and again. So that, and so we was backed into a hell of a corner. You know what I'm saying? To have this to go on. And so for me, just to even imagine is beyond even trying to understand it. It ain't even it's not understandable. It's beyond people to understand that you could take babies, beautiful black babies, and put them out there. You understand what I'm saying? And this is letting you know, and this is what this is where I draw the line, because I don't see no good white people in America, because this shit was actually printed in newspapers. And so they were very much aware of this. So any shocking mind that had any humaneness in them, I don't care, would have come to the fore and say, what the fuck is this? You understand what I'm saying? But that did not come. You know what I'm saying? They just swept that shit up under the rug. You know what I'm saying? And now people, black peoples is now, coming into, awareness and consciousness of, what went on down in this, in all parts of the country. You understand? But particularly this shit right here was going on in the South, especially and primarily in Florida and Louisiana, where you got them motherfuckers hunting these alligators. And so, this right here, what we're looking at right here, where I use, as my thumbnail, this is actually a postcard. You understand what I'm saying? Many of the hangings were actually postcards. You see what I'm saying? So they shipping this shit all around the country. So you know what I'm saying? To let people know, this is how we do it. I don't want nobody, and so whether, we bringing it to the fore today, and so when you see how they shooting down, and it also brought up Trayvon Martin, because this is that area. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be on General Seti YouTube page after this, dealing with the Ocoee massacre that was right outside of Orlando. You understand what I'm saying? Orlando, Florida, and then you see Sanford is right. So these motherfucking raggedy beasts is we're in a hot spot down in this area. You see what I'm saying? Down in the hot spot of white terrorism. You see? White terrorism, man. So when we look at, how they did Trayvon, see, not knowing this, and now you see and do the research, you see that these beasts have been doing this for generations and generations and generations. You see what I'm saying? And so let me right here, let's bring this up. Black babies were kidnapped and used as alligator bait in Louisiana and Florida swamps. Alligator bait, the term derives from an activity conducted by white men, mostly in the swamps of Louisiana, Florida, and throughout the South, who hunted alligators for their highly sought after resource of meat and skin. These alligator hunters needed to lure the larger bull alligators with human flesh and blood. During the slave era, African ancestors in America were only considered 3/5 human beings. So without regard to the fact that these people were actually real 100% humans, the alligator hunters kidnapped Black infant and toddler children, babies, skin them alive. Listen to this now. Skin them alive, tie their necks to a string, and drop them into the swamp, dangling them near the mouths of hungry 600 to 800-pound alligators. You're gonna have to meditate on that one right there. You feel me? And see, they gonna lie and say that they put, they got a lie out there that says that they had the babies tied to, a string, and that they were never in threat of being attacked by the alligator, which is a goddamn lie. Because when we look at what they was doing to Black men and women, hanging them, mutilating them, see, that just right there, we don't want to hear about that. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to hear about that, because they still shooting down Black babies right now today. You understand what I'm saying? So they ain't got no heart for no Black babies. So don't ever believe what they saying. The Black man that gave the information, that did the original documentary, he asked the white man. The white man told him his goddamn own father was doing the shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, that right, they know what the fuck they was doing. Okay, alligator bait. Making sure we in the house. Alligator hunting was very profitable in the 1800s, 1900s. They still chasing them now. I would just say, fuck it, let me turn on Swamp People. And you see the motherfuckers dangling the goddamn the chickens and shit. They skin them and put the meat out there on the rope. You understand? Wait on them to come by and goddamn and hook them. When they bite down on the chicken, they hook them, and then they on the hook, and then they come back and check their traps. And then if that motherfucking rope is low in the water, they know that motherfucker done bit on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they check them. The skins were used to make shoes, bags, belts, and other items. However, white hunters often lost their arms and sometimes their lives as they rustled the swamp waters at night, attempting to attract alligators to the surface. So they decided to use slave babies as bait. This horrendous act was later characterized in sheet music, postcards, and figurines. Years later, a candy manufacturer of black licorice drops created a distasteful advertisement that featured a hungry-looking alligator luring a blue-eyed black baby. The ad read, "A dainty little morsel." For decades, the popular candy was referred to as nigger babies, and the name that later changed to nibs and is still on the market today. I don't know if I had that picture. I think I do. You understand? They call them nibs, but you can look them up and there's nothing but black licorice. You see what I'm saying? Nah, we knew that, they had that brother down there at Florida University, if I'm not mistaken. Florida State University. Brother. And he invented that chant for them, the football team called Gator Bait. You understand what I'm saying? And the Florida State University, if I'm not mistaken, ended up banning the chant because motherfuckers knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga sat up there and defended the shit. You know what I'm saying? He defended, say, "Oh, well, that's not what I intended." And just because you hear, and so this nigga tried to justify. Once you find out the truth, nigga, it's time, nigga, you just want glorification at the expense of the demise and the genocide of your own people. You understand? You seen the nigga out there cooning. You understand what I'm saying? Up there hugging with the Europeans and the Cro-Magnon Neanderthals, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get a Scooby snack. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And so, wait a minute, what's this one right here? Baits, alligator with picking nannies. School specimen coaxed to summer quarters by plump little Africans. This is in New York. New York was on some sick shit. All these motherfuckers, they was the one that put the brother in the Bronx Zoo. You know what I'm saying? Had him in there with the monkeys, and the brother ended up even committing suicide. You see what I'm saying? So they even up in New York, they use they call them pickaninnies. You see what I'm saying? Pickaninnies. And so this is the derogatory shit, you know what I'm saying, that they have, and written about it. And so wasn't no uproar. Wasn't no uproar from the so-called good Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. Wasn't no uproar. You see what I'm saying? So if you got any humaneness in you, you're going to say, well, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? This is beyond, inhuman to take babies and do this kind of shit. But this is what you're dealing with. So when we call a motherfucker a beast, that's what they is. That ain't that's what they is. And if, goddammit, it's probably something even more deeper and more horrific even than that. You see what I'm saying? Let me get out of babies used as alligator bait in the state of Florida. You understand what I'm saying? Showing you that this was, documented and publicized all across the United States. Color babies used as alligator bait. That might have been the same one. And so this is right here why Florida banned its gator bait cheer amid movement against racial injustice. Now, if it was not true, hear me out. If it was not true, then why would they ban it? If it was just, some made up myths and shit, why would they ban it? You know what I'm saying? Because it was well documented, and goddamn it, with the trinklets, which I'm gonna get into. Now, this is what they talking about, little African, licorice, drop, a dainty morsel. and you can see the baby, you can look at his eyes and know that, death is, here come this goddamn alligator, one of the most vicious animals that can crack most goddamn animals, larger than itself. An alligator take down, you're talking about 1,000 pounds. This is beyond horrific. This is beyond horrific. You understand what I'm saying? So, we have to understand, this is the elephant in the room. When we talk about African liberation and motherfuckers want to sidestep the Africans' physical and unrelenting, fight for liberation. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas want to sidestep. They want to sidestep. They want to deal with everything other than that. And so you got in the hearts of these people. You understand what I'm saying? Centuries of just, horror, white terror on our people. I even think about, the Congo with Leopold and how he fucking mutilated all over Africa. But Leopold was one of the ones that, was highly documented. Because you can look it up now, and you can see all the pictures of the Africans that have been, mutilated, and you know what I'm saying? And, arms cut off, legs cut off, hands cut off. And then, you could go to Belgium right now today, and they motherfuckers you go over their bakery, and you can go in their bakeries and you see the little chocolate hands, just hands, not. You understand what I'm saying? So this is their way of honoring what the hell they did to us. You know what I'm saying? That's the elephant in the room. We ain't coming up in your shit. We're not trying to just, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about liberation, the motherfuckers want to talk about education. Motherfuckers want to talk about economics. Motherfuckers want to talk about every religion and spirituality. Ain't none of that shit gonna stop a motherfucker from doing this type of shit to you, nigga. No, none of that. None of that. That's punk shit. When you do that. Nobody's saying don't do that. But when we talking about why is this goddamn atrocity, why it's the elephant in the room? Because if niggas felt that they could deal with it, they would have dealt with it. They would have dealt with it like any people. So the fact that we need to deal with this has been in the DNA of our people settling. It's like a goddamn, it's like an atom that's, is fizzing, like, it needs to be let off. You know what I'm saying? And it's been sitting there, for a very, very long time. And we have not been able to deal with that. That need to be dealt with. That's a debt of African people that got to be paid. And we can't have no weak-hearted niggas because it's still happening. You understand what I'm saying? It's still happening. But now, the light is on us because many of our own have become, the nigga clone of the day. And he's not doing the very work of this Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. And we're not checking the Neanderthal. We're not checking the nigga clone. We're not doing any of the things that's necessary. And so all the other shit is nothing but the symptoms of the greater problem of us not dealing with this shit as men. And I speak to the men because we the ones that got to step up and take control of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? We black men must step up and deal with this. You understand what I'm saying? And running from it and creating fake plans and making up fake identities to hide behind and this, that, and the third. We super niggas and, all this, that, and the third. And when it comes time to deal with this, niggas tap out. They take the whole route. They take it, which they've been taking. There's been great men of old who have went to the death. You understand what but here we is, no farther to liberation than we was over 400 years ago. Mentally ill niggas that don't know, have chosen to to forget the history in the past and wonder why their ass is still in the condition that they is in today. And like I say, I fought the white man for everything that has happened to us. But what I fought our people for is continuing to allow him to do it. Because it's like we have bought the debt to our own genocide. We have bought that debt. When we choose to take a weak route and say, okay, well, I'm going to try to vote. I'm going to try to work within the system. It's like you didn't deny. You say, I've forgiven you for this. I'm going to choose this route. In which, niggas is always thinking, listen, we come from greatness. You know what I'm saying? We come from great empires and things of that nature. So when I hear motherfuckers say, we got to get an education, that wasn't never the goddamn issue. Don't make it what it wasn't about. We didn't come over here to get no goddamn education. Motherfucker, we educated the world. What the fuck? So we didn't come over here to get no goddamn education. You understand what I'm saying? We had the greatest fucking economy. We had the most resources on the goddamn planet. We wasn't looking for no goddamn economy because we had the greatest economy in the whole fucking world. So that wasn't the guy. So when I hear motherfuckers say we need it, then does that mean we should not try to get it? No, it don't mean that, but it ain't gonna change a goddamn thing because this motherfuckers out here with money. Mine is gone. This motherfuckers out here with money getting drug about the motherfucking car nonetheless. You think they're gonna ask you how much money you got? Bitch, nigga, get your ass out this car. That's what they gonna say. You understand what I'm saying? They don't ask you if you got a goddamn degree. You got a PhD, okay, you can pass. Motherfucker, they don't give a fuck about that. They'll drag your ass out because they know what you are and they don't give a fuck because they gave it to you. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever you got, nigga, they gave it to you or let you have it. So that shit don't mean all they see is another nigga. And so right here you see a souvenir. And I got even a better picture of this one where you can see the brothers, he in the mouth of the alligator. You see what I'm saying? This is terrorism. Now, if you do this shit today, you see what I'm saying? That's just like, when them goddamn Muslims and shit, you put Muhammad up in any type of character or cartoon, they ready to assassinate a motherfucker. They get to riding all over the planet. If you do this right here, the white people, nigga, they coming to see you. This is terrorism. You know what I'm saying? So they even got the lure, fishing lure. You know what I'm saying? As a souvenir that you can, and that you can buy and shit. And they got this shit all over the South. 25 cents. Daytona. You see what I'm saying? Daytona, little Gator Bait. Let me come on down. Nah, I was just looking at this shit. This shit just recently right here. You know what? You know where they made this motherfucker at? They made this motherfucker in Barcelona, Spain. You see? See what I'm saying? You got to deal with their ass. You see what I'm saying? This was manufactured in 2008. This shirt where you got the brother going up to the goddamn tree and you got the gator out there. So, this is their way of, remembering what they done to us. Because we talking down in Florida, which was a stronghold of the Spanish. So they brought a lot of that shit on from Africa on over here and other parts of fucking, Asia, Southern Asia, where you got many of these goddamn, animals and shit where they hunting and shit. And so they done built up a goddamn repertoire of sick, genocidal, horrific methods on how they hunt, how they kill. You understand? You laying up under him and you thinking this little trinklet ass blueprints that niggas is throwing out there gonna change something. You understand? And you wonder why these babies is insane and, going insane because they realize they in a hell of a predicament. Nobody telling them, what kind of predicament that they in. You understand what I'm saying? Right here, you got the little fan, Gator Bait. Got the babies crying and, and the man said you can hear the babies out there crying. The white boy said you can hear he said, the brother asked him, well, what the babies would be doing. They would be crying. You know what I'm saying? You out here and you goddamn in darkness and out here and you got these animals and shit out here, you know, and this, you know, and so they crying for their life. They in horror. These is little babies. You know, this shit is insane. This shit is insane. This shit is beyond insane. You know what I'm saying? This is unimaginable that this could be happening to our people. Okay, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I'm just gonna say what it is because don't nobody give a fuck about us. You see, now you got the little picture, you know, where the little babies is hiding in the goddamn log. You know, there's a great opening for you here. Got the little baby off to the side. They got the little Sambo baby. You know, and this is what you got to understand that you know where we at today, and we still look at the conscious community. The Black Power community is as being larger than what it is. It's not the so-called, and I don't even claim the conscious community because there's so much goddamn garbage and so much sickness inside of that I don't even claim that. You understand what I'm saying? You got sideways motherfuckers with Egyptian regalia sideways, all type of craziness. Ain't no goddamn uniformity in the conscious community, so you can have all type of sick motherfuckers in there with a onk and shit and this, that, and the third, and you have motherfuckers in unity with that shit. I'm not in no unity of that. You know, I'm in the African-centered Black Power liberation community. That's what I'm about. I'm not about nothing else. And so when you get into this community, you understand that it's very small to the greater numbers of African people. They don't know this. They know the goddamn Tarzan and Jane. They know the goddamn, what they read. You go into, niggas was in Africa with, thongs on, with a goddamn bone in his nose, running around cooking motherfucker, eating motherfuckers, cannibal. Yeah, and it's still they the cannibal. You see what I'm saying? That's all projection. Projected all they wickedness, all they sick characteristic on African people. You see what I'm saying? And this is why many people just didn't want to be African. The darkies prayer, Florida. If I get in this gator's mouth, I'll just be fit for burying. That's why I praise that he turns out to be a vegetarian. You see what I'm saying? And so here it is. You got the brother out there looking like a monkey. You know what I'm saying? This shit is postcards sent all over the United States. You understand what I'm saying? Going on? It was going on clearly up into the 50s, 50s, 60s. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Quite possibly 70s. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, who knows, but I know these were sent all over. Put your little postcard on there. So that lets you know that all of these motherfuckers knew what was going on. And so I don't read about no great movement to stop this goddamn horrific goddamn acts of terrorism and genocide on our people. You understand what I'm saying? And so I don't want to hear nothing about this fake shit out here. We got to, and this is not for motherfuckers to just sit up and just, we putting it up here for people to deal with the fact of why they in the predicament that's the elephant in the room no one wants to talk about. They want to talk about shit that don't matter. We come from greatness. We don't need you. You understand? That don't mean don't get it. That means get it while you getting it and get all you can get. But when it come down to the get down and it's time for liberation, we got our own motherfucking back. We got our own mind and our own motherfucking resources. And goddamn it, that's going to bring us to where we need to be. Everything else is synthetic. You can try it if you want to. Niggas done every goddamn thing under the goddamn sun other than playing that Joker. You understand what I'm saying? That Joker, bad motherfucker. That end the game. You understand? When you find out, if you playing cards with a motherfucker and you look up under the goddamn table and this motherfucker got 3-4 decks up under you don't keep playing the game. Motherfucker, you flip the goddamn table over. Motherfucker, take every goddamn thing. You don't keep playing the game when you know a motherfucker got the game, got the game set up. You don't do that. That's not right. And so you see right here, the hunter hunted, caught by an alligator in the Everglades. You see what I'm saying? And so wide open, a hearty welcome awaits you in Florida. You see, and you got the black babies over there sitting on the damn log. And so this is a better one, free lunch in the Everglades. You see what I'm saying? So not only was they taking, the babies, they was taking men and women out there too, throwing them out there. You understand? That's what they did to Emmett Till. Emmett Till, they didn't tie a goddamn industrial fan around his neck and threw him in the water. You understand what I'm saying? With their sick ass, beat him and throw the damn, tie the damn industrial fan around his neck and threw him in the water. So this is what we dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we dealing. Gator Bait. Got your little babies on out there. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody to put some names on them, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Gator Bait. Just showing, this is the back to show you this was a postcard. You understand what I'm saying? So they were sending this shit all over the United States. So I don't want no motherfucker to think this shit was well known. And another thing that most, most of the, even the lynchings, you see what I'm saying, was viewed by tens of thousands of people. You see what I'm saying? Tens of thousands of people. Some even had 30 to 40,000 people out there at these goddamn lynchings. So I don't want y'all to think this was the, the damn, the sporting events of that day. You see what I'm saying? Those were the sporting events of that day. That's why you got to be very careful where you go. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't too, you talking about these, the older motherfuckers, that's their fathers and grandfathers. You see what I'm saying? You ain't going back, you go back a generation, maybe two. And then a lot of shit is still going on today. Because if you want to get rid of a nigga, you throw his ass out there in that water with them gators, how you gonna find them? How you gonna find them? You ain't gonna find no motherfucker get ate up by no goddamn no goddamn alligator. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what's this guy name out here? Because I keep seeing him, excuse my smooth, staged event. You talking about Emmett Till, dog. You gonna have to find your ass somewhere to go, my nigga. Straight up, whoever you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to see you. You got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here. Got to get your ass up. Got to get that motherfucker up out of here. Because I ain't got time for that. I guess Patai ain't get in here on me today. I got to give me some more hitmen moderators. You understand what I'm saying? I got to give me some more hitman moderators out there. Yeah, I got to give me some, but let me keep moving, family. I just was, his ass won't troll no goddamn more. He up out of here. You see what I'm saying? So let me get this back up here. Again, it's on. Now they show you right here, how they got the baby just tied there. Now this is even over in Asia. This is Ceylon. You know what I'm saying? So that's over there in Asia. So they over there doing their babies the same goddamn way. Ain't nobody listen here. I don't know. Another thing that they're gonna tell you is that, the women rented their babies out. Okay? And that's what they're gonna tell you, that the black women rented their babies out. And ain't no woman, no man gonna rent their baby that they for no motherfucker to take from their arms and take out to the unknown in no goddamn jungle or nowhere to do no shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? This is the silly shit. And I seen whoever wrote that. I wish I could see that motherfucker, because I tried to slap all his motherfucking teeth out his mouth. That shit have pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? You say some shit like that, man. That's when the manhood had to come in you, dog. And you just had to take that motherfucking teeth clean out his goddamn mouth to think we that goddamn lowly of a people. You understand what I'm saying? To do some shit like that. You know, and this is the shit that I read. You know, and I was going, but, you know, this just show you the weak shit that they say to try to justify, you know, the atrocities that they have committed on our people. And this one right here is very disturbing, because you see the little baby out there crying. Now, this is in Panama. So, you know, these sick motherfuckers then took this shit, not just in Florida, but in Asia, they, you know, in Africa, and down in the Americas with our people, you know, alligators preparing for lunch, Charges River, Panama. You understand? This is an act of terrorism. If you put some shit out like this today, you know what I'm saying? And you got babies and you putting guns up to their head and shit like that, they supposed to arrest your ass. That's terrorism. But I ask these same people, would they lock their own grandmammies and grandpappies up for the shit that they did to our people? See, they still honor those people, even though that's their grandmammy and granddaddy. They ain't, you know, and they got enough nerve to speak about Hitler. You see what I'm saying? They got enough nerve to speak about Hitler, and this is what the fuck they doing to our people. This shit is sick. This is sicker than Hitler. This shit is sick. Now check this shit out. This is motherfucking cookie jar. These motherfuckers just didn't, you know, they didn't put this out just recently, 2000. They didn't just put this shit out in 2000. The item was purchased in a local store. It was manufactured as part of a series of animal-themed cookie jars that electronically produce animal sounds when open. Albert, however, does not make animal sounds. He makes black dialect sounds. Consider this item in context with the history of depicting blacks as food for alligator. Now, I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to play it for you because it got sound. There you go right there. Let me play.
Gonna show you some tasty cookies. Gonna show you some tasty cookies. Gonna show you some tasty cookies. Gonna show you some tasty cookies.
So they the motherfucker made and gave him a black voice. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is just an extent. See, if you don't know the truth, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know the damn truth, then you can't, you know, you won't understand. You know, you'll just think this shit is some comical shit. You see what I'm saying? You know, you would think this was some goddamn comical shit, you know? And so now that you know, we got to keep our eye, we got to, you know, that's why I try to bring shit that's really, because this shit is, you know, this is almost unbearable for black people to not know this shit. Not saying that they, you know, without somebody bringing you this, you would not know it. You would not know it. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, it kills me that we talk about shit that don't even matter. You know, and this is still going on. You see what I'm saying? This shit is still going on. And Trayvon and other, you know, the other brother that got shot down by the beast, I think in Jacksonville in front of his in front of his wife and children, and so on and so forth, all through this area. You know what I'm saying? And so, if you don't know, you out here clueless to the reality. You can't sit up in the belly of the beast. That just ain't gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? Man, United States is a graveyard with souls, souls that just, unprepared for peace. I was just looking how they done just built all over goddamn African cemeteries. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even removed the burials. They just built right on top of them and shit. No respect for us as a people in life or death. No respect for us as a people in life or death. You can't get around that. That's the elephant in the room. That's why we must separate. But not only should we separate, that debt must be paid. It must be paid in full. And that's one thing that I state. That debt got to be paid in full. That's just like that, the sharks, when our people came across the Atlantic, they not only did these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals, throw a lot of the Africans overboard. Shit, if they got a chance, they jumped. Shit, they would rather jump in the goddamn waters and get ate by sharks than to come to the horrors, not even coming to the horror of the goddamn, being in the belly of the slave boat. So that right there, when you go back to that African that they fucked up in the head with all that Americanism shit, and you go back, that just show you right there. They like, fuck that. We getting the fuck up out of here. And you got to treat America just like our African ancestors treated the goddamn bows of that slave ship. You got to get the fuck up out of here, man. How the fuck you gonna be in the bows of the slave ship, moving the goddamn furniture around, talking about you making some progress? You ain't making no motherfucking progress. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. You can sit here and goddamn it, the babies will come back, 50 years now cursing your bitch ass because you done laid down a fake plan. It's about manhood. The black man got to step up and reclaim his manhood physically. See? Physically. That's how you reclaim back. Not sitting up there with no glasses on looking like, some goddamn cool nigga at Harvard talking, I'm a man. Bitch, you ain't no man. Nigga, you got to claim your physicality. This is a physicality thing going on. And the mind, of course. We doing that. But then when the knowledge done, you motherfuckers say, man, y'all been sitting on that shit for 50 years. What have it done for you? You understand what I'm saying? What have it done for you? Ain't done nothing for you, because after you learn the information, then it's time to put it in action, and niggas act like they don't want no action. But with their own people. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you ain't gonna, when it come time, you know what? I noticed when it come time to get with the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, niggas will say, oh man, y'all niggas wildin', man. Y'all niggas doing such and such and such and such. Oh man, we got to read this shit. We got to do this. We got to pray, nigga. We got to do all of this. But when it come time to get with your brother and sister, you ain't got no goddamn problem pulling out them goddamn guns and shooting innocent people. You ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ain't got no problems with that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you say, and you're doing it anyway. God damn it, but if why not do it for a cause, a real spiritual, cause that's going up and let motherfuckers know you can't keep doing this. No, we're not going to ask you. We're not going to vote. We're not going to protest. You're going to stop this. You're going to stop shooting our people down. You're going to stop this. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't going to tell you again. That's when you take control of your destiny. Anytime you got to cry and beg and plead and protest and do videos and this, that, and that. I seen another nigga on there saying he ain't watching no more election. Nigga, this ain't no goddamn election, nigga. This is a motherfucking call to the front line, nigga. Don't get it twisted. I wake my people up because they need to be woke up. Like, this information need to be brought to the people. If you tapping out, nigga, tap the fuck on out. I don't give a goddamn. You ain't got to never come on my shit. I don't give a fuck. Tap your bitch ass out. That's another reason, nigga. Tapping out. Because if you taking care of the physicality of your liberation, this is just time to check in and get and invigorate the revolutionary spirit. Now, if you out there and you just talking to niggas that spinning their wheels and ain't going no goddamn where, that's your motherfucking fault. But if you tapping into the general and you invigorating that liberation revolutionary spirit, nigga, this is just a gas up, nigga, on that global African supremacy. Gas up, nigga. You might be low, nigga, on the tank, nigga. You might be low on the tank. You might been out there banging, nigga, and you low. So you come in and you gas up, nigga, on this revolutionary black power energy. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit up, oh, I'm tired of watching. Bitch, you just want to deny the truth. I might have hurt you on Santa Claus. I might have hurt you on Santa Claus. You know, you had your tree up. You understand? You know, had the ham in the oven. Nigga had, you know, already got your cakes on the table and shit, getting them pies and shit ready, egg and all and everything else. And I came out with them, you know, them Santa, videos, and now niggas mad at me talking about I ain't watching no more lectures. This nigga fucked my Thanksgiving up and my damn, you know, my Christmas, and I ain't fucking with Seti. That's all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care what you niggas do. I speak, you know, what I teach what's on my heart. I don't go out there and say, you know, this is what, I teach what's on my heart. So I feel very, I feel, that I've done what I wanted to do. I don't do this shit for the sake of no money. I spit the truth, nigga. And so when I get up off of here, I say, damn, that's right, nigga, you went where you were supposed to go, nigga. You went where, and when I feel like that, that's justification for me. I don't give a fuck how niggas feel about what I put up here. You know, if you can't get nothing about it, shame on your dumb ass. You know, if you can tie Joe to something like this, nigga, you don't even need to be on here. Tap out. Nigga, go watch another nigga. You understand what I'm saying? They're going, do whoever you choose to watch. It's on you, nigga, but get up out of here. This is for the strong heart. You know what I'm saying? This is for motherfuckers that can accept, that everything ain't gonna be pretty. You know what I'm saying? This is for everything, that is, we're gonna have to get down and dirty with this shit. You know what I'm saying? These are for the real revolutionary rebels. And we ain't gotta go come up here and spit nothing about what, because your spirit gonna tell you whatever. You know what? I never tell a motherfucker to do nothing. You know why? Because your spirit gonna tell you, nigga, whatever is necessary for you, that's, in your fulfillment of who you are as ain't nobody gonna tell you. So if in your spirit, something come about and tell you to make a move in the way and that's, fitting to you and your spirit, then make that move, nigga. Don't let no motherfucker tell you don't make that move. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is tapping, every day. Every day niggas are tapping. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that just, if we ain't ready right now, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. A fine opening for a Southern youth. Let me come on down. It keep going. It keep going. Now, I'm gonna do another video. And before I get out of here, because I want to get over here to get on this Ocoee massacre. You know what I'm saying? In 1920, 1 year before Tulsa. So we keep thinking, it's just one goddamn city, or you know what I'm saying? This shit going on all over the goddamn United States. Here you go, right here. Let me come up here. And it called, at the carnivals where they got the game called Hit the Nigga Baby. You see what I'm saying? And they'll have a nigga put his head through there and they come up there throwing these is goddamn baseballs. You understand what I'm saying? You come up there, you know what I'm saying? They throwing baseball. Hit the nigga baby. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Hi, yeah, you on that shit, huh? You know what I'm saying? Hit the nigga baby. Man, that's like, man, listen here. That shit drive black people just straight up don't give a fuck about, long as it's about freedom. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers got enough nerve to sit up here and plot on our babies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers gonna kidnap and murder our babies? Make games about this shit? Ain't no humanity in that motherfucker at all. This is terror beyond words and explanation. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get deeper off into this. You know, this is one of, the African dip. Now they call it African dodging. So the nigga got the, sometimes they'll show you just like you dunk, you hit the goddamn bullseye and then the motherfucker drop in. But this is something different because this is a real black man head in the motherfucking hole. You understand what I'm saying? Now let me before I get out of here, this just show you the continuation of how they gonna do our bank. Now where is this other one at? Here you go. But I want to get that one right here. I want to get this one right here. I want y'all to see this shit. Nah, matter of fact, let me bring it down. Because, they even got the game right here. You know what I'm saying? Where you see the little African head right there. It says, hit the dodger, knock him out. You understand? Hit the dodger, knock him out. Now, look at this. Hit the nigga baby's armory, Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Now listen to this. And then I'm gonna get on over here on this Okoe. So get on over to the general, y'all. Okay? He was not true to his name. The Dodger, the African Dodger. So tonight he wasn't able to dodge. You see what I'm saying? Look at this shit. He wasn't able to dodge tonight. Patterson, January 26th. The African Dodger, otherwise Harry Jackson, was one of the attractions at the Veterans Affair at Apollo Hall last night. He was behind a screen through which there was a hole for his head. Chances to throw a baseball at him was sold at 3 balls for 5 cents. A local baseball pitcher tried his luck and on the first shot hit the Dodger between the eyes. The Negro dropped insensibly and it was found that he was badly injured. There were no arrests. And so you see him right here playing the game. They, and got the African face up there. You see what I'm saying? Got the African face up there. But I'm going to get into that one even deeper. You see what I'm saying? These is the elephants in the room, and that room is our spirit. You see what I'm saying? All the other so-called, other so-called, accomplishments. You see what I'm saying? This is the elephant in the room. And the ancestors are speaking out because we have not brought no justification. We have not brought, the accounting for this. You see what I'm saying? So you see why we is in the predicament that we in. When we bring those that brought these atrocities upon our people to account for that and all the other things, then there will be freedom for the African spirit on this blood soil land that we call America today. Very horrific information, family. Very horrific information. Do more research. Spread it. Take this video, spread it. Do more research. Put up more information. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you could do to let family know the atrocities that went on. And it ain't it's for you to get up off of your ass and understand the predicament you in and make that move towards the finish line. Free the African spirit. Free it. Free the mind. Free, free the body. Free all in totality. It takes a physicality to bring this about. We have the spiritual, we have the intellectual, but the physicality along with the mental and the spiritual in simultaneous, efforts. You know what I'm saying? Not just, I'm going to do this now. No, in simultaneous effort to bring this about. Then the African spirit, mind, and body will be truly free. We got to do this all over the globe. Gas up on Black Power. Gas up, global African supremacy. Let's bring this about, family. This is our time, not tomorrow, today. You hear what I'm saying? Get free today. Fuck, maybe not in my bitch in your lifetime. Wake up. Do it. You can do it. All right, family, make sure you get on over there. KingSeti.com, GeneralSeti.com, Patreon. General Sarah Suten Seti got that work. See what I'm saying? If I call you there, you got that work. And this is just a preview of, and I'm doing the making of the nigga on the Patreon, so you already know, and not just making of the nigga, escaping of the nigga. You understand? I came with the making of the nigga. Now it's coming with the escaping of a nigga. You see what I'm saying? How we can get free. All right, family. It's the General Sarah Suten Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.